Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into Summit High School. Tonight is Summit's senior night. I'll turn it over to Summit PA announcer.
All right, if we could please have everyone turn your attention to center court. It's time to honor our seniors. First, we have a note from the coaching staff. We have been honored to watch these young men over the last few years develop as great basketball players, but more importantly, phenomenal young men. It has been our privilege as a coaching staff to be a part of their journey. Can't wait to see what the future holds for every single one of you. Thank you again from the coaching staff. And at this time, we would like to individually honor each of the Summit Storm graduating seniors. The first senior we're going to honor tonight is number 2, Rowan Blossy. Accompanied by his mom and dad, Laura and Michael, along with his twin sister Peyton and grandma Barbara. Rowan has been in the Summit basketball program for 8 years total. His favorite movie is Lord of the Rings, and his favorite Summit basketball memory is winning the state championship last year with a buzzer beater. Thank you, Rowan, for all of your hard work.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Our next senior that we are going to honor tonight is number 3, Kai Scally. Accompanied by his mom and dad, Kim and Paul. Kai has been in the Summit basketball program for 8 years total. His favorite movie is Planet of the Apes, and his favorite Summit basketball memory is singing the 12 Days of Christmas with the basketball team at the Silverton tournament. Thank you, Kai, for all of your hard work. The next senior we'd like to honor tonight is number 4, Ryder Greed. Accompanied by his mom and dad, Lindsay and Ben, along with his brother Bryce. Ryder has been in the Summit basketball program for 9 years total. His favorite movie is The Pursuit of Happiness. His favorite Summit basketball memory is going to the Les Schwab Invitational with the team last year. Thank you, Ryder, for all of your hard work. The next senior we would like to honor tonight is number 5, Liam Woodford. Liam is accompanied by his mom and dad, Kathy and Scott, and his sister, Kira. Liam has been playing in the Summit basketball program for 5 years total. His favorite movie is Planet of the Apes. Liam's favorite Summit basketball memory is attending the Oregon and Gonzaga summer team camps. Liam, thank you for all of your hard work. The next senior that we would like to honor tonight is number 10, Lucas Falk. Accompanied by his mom and dad, Kate and Rick, along with his brother Jacob. Lucas has been playing in the Summit basketball program for 6 years total. His favorite movie is the Grown Ups trilogy. His favorite Summit basketball memory is scoring his first basket ever his freshman year. Thank you, Lucas, for all of your hard work. The final senior that we would like to honor tonight is number 22, Will Manfredi. Accompanied by his mom and dad, Mary and Chris, along with his sister Shay. Will has been playing in the Summit basketball program for 9 years total. His favorite movie is Shawshank Redemption. His favorite Summit basketball memory is being a part of last year's state championship run. Thank you, Will, for all of your hard work. Let's have one last huge round of applause for this year's graduating seniors.
As we welcome you inside Summit High School, I'm Pierce Gordon. With me is Finley Gober. A great performance there from High Lakes Elementary School performing the national anthem. Of course, it is senior night, as you just saw the ceremony. Finn, what's your take going into tonight's game versus Ridgeview?
Yeah, I mean, last home game of the regular season here, Summit looking to secure that 1 seed. I think if they lose this game, they're the 3 seed. And if they win it, they're the 1 seed. They'll be hosting a home playoff game either way. But big-time game here seeding-wise against Ridgeview, who they did beat earlier this season by 10. Ridgeview, on the other hand, really talented team, ton of great players. Tough season so far. They're 10-14, so having trouble converting those into wins. But it'd definitely be sweet for them to steal that 1 seed, or not steal the 1 seed, but prevent Summit from getting that 1 seed. That'd definitely be sweet.
Yeah, the IMC really up for a 3-way tie at the moment between Summit, Caldera, and Redmond. Caldera beating Summit twice, Summit beating Redmond twice, and then Caldera beating Summit twice. So really the IMC, in my opinion, the most competitive conference in 5A this year. And Summit with a chance to control their own destiny tonight. Ridgeview, on the other hand, really what they're trying to play for, knock the Storm out of that 1 seed, prevent them from winning the IMC.
It's a good feeling when you can take, not a rival, but really the IMC, it's like every team is a rival. So it's definitely a good feeling, especially for a team like Summit that's been so good for so long historically. It'd be a sweet victory if Ridgeview could pull this one off.
Yeah, Ridgeview, which hasn't had this, you touched on this before, Finn, hasn't had the season that they imagined or that they wanted, sitting at 10-14, but this would be one heck of a way to end it, knocking off the number 7 Storm. as we have a packed Summit Stadium. Of course, everyone here for senior night and was potentially last home game of the year, but pretty much confirmed the Storm will have a home game on March 8th. That will be a playoff game.
The senior guard, 6'2", number 5.
As all of the Storm's starters tonight, all seniors.
And the senior guard, 6 foot, number 22.
See Will Manfredi, Kai Scally, Liam Woodford, Ryder Grebe, and Rowan Blossy on the court for the Storm.
The Oregon School Activities Association takes great pride in providing opportunities for all athletes to participate in a healthy and safe environment. We ask you to join us in setting an exemplary model of sportsmanship for tonight's event. Spectators are asked to stay off the court, and remember that any spectator removed from this event may be banned from attending future inter-mountain conference activities. Help support our athletes' sports education with positive action and encouragement, and enjoy tonight's content.
As we are underway, tip is won by the Ravens. Ravens with some height out there on the court. See how they could take advantage of that tonight.
Offensively, it's going to be all about spreading the floor, getting quick buckets, hopefully from outside, getting some good shots up early, a couple of threes maybe. You got to spread out the Summit Zone defense. They love playing that defense. They shift out of it really quickly, so you got to bite them quick and from deep, space the floor to get some inside looks.
Yeah, Scally with a quick rejection to start the game. Invigorating this Storm crowd as Grebe now has it, looking inside to Blossy, back up top to Manfredi. Manfredi over to Woodford. Scally now has it, over in the corner, Grebe. Grebe driving down the baseline, hands it off. Shot is up, shot's off. Grebe with the rebound, trying to get it out. Tripled inside, able to get it to Scally. Scally up top, Manfredi. Shot clock at 5. Manfredi pull up, falls.
There's Will Manfredi for you, going and getting a bucket on offense. He's been doing it all year.
As Scally with the steal, able to corral it, doesn't have numbers, gives it back to Manfredi. Manfredi pumps, dishes it back out. Scally for 3, off the side of the rim and out. Scally able to hustle for the rebound, goes diving, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. That will go against Ridgeview. And the Storm, with an emotional start to the game being senior night, have really come to play.
Yeah, I mean, you see, of course it is senior night. You're trying to get that 1 seed, but all in all, I mean, this game is not incredibly pivotal for the season. They're still just giving it their all out there, diving on the floor, trying to win this basketball game.
As Grebe doubled inside, goes up high off the glass and in. Ridgeview now in transition, pass it around the top. 3 is up and 3 rims in. It's number 34, Molenberg, able to silence this Storm crowd as in transition, Blossy gets fouled. That will be on number 0, Drew Molenberg.
And Molenberg, definitely a problem from beyond the arc. I was watching him warm up. I don't know that I saw him miss a shot from beyond the arc in warm-ups, and that's exactly what I was saying the Ravens needed to do to break down that Summit zone, get some shots outside, and try and shoot in the first, 10, 11, 12 seconds of the shot clock.
Yeah, 2 Molenbergs on the team for the Ravens. Drew, number 0, and number 34, Brady. As Grebe drives inside and has that rejected on the inside by 2 Ravens defenders, will stay with the Storm. As Grebe corrals the inbound pass, drives. Early switch on that pick there. Blossy now setting things up, hands it off to Manfredi. Manfredi open for 3, drains it. Manfredi coming out firing to start senior night.
Way beyond the arc, shot that all the way from Redmond. And what a shot. It's looking like he might have a night. So much confidence too. Sees the space and he just takes it.
as the Ravens turn it over. Manfredi in transition, halves numbers, over to Blasi. Blasi, layup falls. So we have a quick timeout from the Ravens. Storm team coming to play on senior night as we take a look back at that Manfredi three, and he just spots up. You cannot go over that pick against Manfredi.
Yeah, the exact type of start Summit wanted here offensively. Incredible offense, pretty basketball, and making those shots too.
As we'll catch you on the other end of the break in a fired up Summit Stadium. As coming out of the break, it will be Ravens ball. Manfredi to start the game, responsible for 7 of the Storm's 9 points with 5 points and 1 assist.
Ridgeview playing patient offense, trying to break it down with the pass, which I do like. And now you see just that Summit defense gets set.
And a spin around jumper from mid-range doesn't fall, able to corral the rebound was the Ravens. In the corner, Scally a little too far on that, now go inside, dish it right back out. And the Ravens really struggling penetrating the inside. Storm wanted to travel, not going to get one. As corner jumper, rims out, Scally able to corral it. Scally in transition now, over to Manfredi. Why not? Drains it. Manfredi is perfect. As the Ravens now trying to respond, had that 3 earlier, trying to go in that post game and get the floater to fall. Very important basket.
Yeah, that's pretty ball right there. Great job breaking down that press and getting that shot up early. And they're going to stop the game. It looks like there's a problem with the shot clock.
The whole scoreboard just turned off in the stadium.
Is dark.
Yeah, the whole scoreboard just turned off in the stadium after that basket. It's really turn it off and turn it back on again. Not much else you can do.
Might need to get out a whiteboard to keep track of the score from here.
As scoreboard now ticks back on. Yeah, so just turn it off and on. As ironically, the scoreboard being off probably gave a free timeout to the Ravens. It's probably very beneficial for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were starting to kind of get in over their heads there early, Summit taking it to them. And that's a problem when you have a lot playing against a team like Summit. They're so athletic, and that doesn't just mean jumping up real high, dunking, getting blocks. I mean, they can play fast for a long time. It's super hard to keep up with, even on one possession, but then, they do it back to back to back to back to back to back. It gets super hard to keep up with them on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, it's 25 now on the shot clock. Manfredi inbounds up top, Grebe. Gets it inside to Scally. Scally with the floater falls.
The rim grazer, we'll say. Now Ravens trying to get a quick shot up.
Get it inside. Scally with the rejection. Ball's on the ground. Players diving for it. Scally able to come up with it. Grabs it in transition. Storm have numbers. Scally, little too fancy trying to hand it off to Grebe there.
I thought Scally was going to posterize that guy.
Yeah, I think Scally should have gone up there. Nevertheless, Ravens step back 3 off the front of the iron, rebounded by Grebe.
Yeah, and on that previous play, Scally just defensive spark plug. I mean, that was incredible, doing everything out there, flying around.
And Liam Woodford in the game, don't see him get a lot of minutes there as he commits a turnover, but really a strong player that I think is a testament to the Storm's depth. As off that turnover, we'll see Kettering check in for him. I think something I want to go back to here, watching that last Storm basket, if you watch Manfredi here, Scally sets that pick for Manfredi. All the Ridgeview defenders looking right at Manfredi. Opens up Scally for that dunk.
Yeah, I mean, that really shows Manfredi's impact on this team, even when the ball isn't in his hands. It's almost like a decoy runner, as a wide receiver. He's just such a problem for defenses. Reminds me of Steph Curry.
As that shot blocked by Manfredi, the Storm just not letting any shots even get up. Kettering pushing in transition. Manfredi 3 rims out. That was a little heat check there for Manfredi.
Yeah, and Ridgeview lucky he didn't make that. I think if the breeze just changed a little bit there, that would have fallen.
As the Storm now settling into their zone. 3 is up for the Ravens and rims out again. Blossy in transition, one-on-one with his defender, dishes it out to Kettering. Kettering thought about it, elected not to. Back up Grebe. Grebe over to Manfredi. And 2 players miscommunication on the pass, and that will be a turnover.
Ridgeview has to pounce on Summit now. They're starting to slow up a little bit offensively, a couple turnovers. Got to go get points up on the board right now. And it's starting to feel like maybe they're getting a little bit lazy, a little tired already. Putting up a lot of threes. They don't need to force it. Keep moving the ball around like they're doing right now. Try and break down that zone and get a good shot inside.
Yeah, in warm-ups, we definitely saw the Ravens be able to light it up from beyond the arc. But a little mid-range jumper doesn't fall. Ravens just off to a really cold start, getting some good looks. Tompkins now in transition. Baseline, spin move, gets the layup to fall. Impressive awareness by Tompkins.
I've probably said it 100 times throughout the course of the season, but Tompkins, I love this word, spark plug. But you can just give him the ball when you're starting to struggle a bit on offense. Say, go score, and he'll do it. He'll go put the ball in the basket for you.
As Tompkins gets a block, they'll call a foul on that. So we'll take another look. Tompkins, one-on-one, goes up and picks up the foul there. And first free throw is good for Lewin. Second one falls. Ravens really going to need that momentum shift there. Cuts the lead to single digits. Blossy now up top, inside. First look we've seen with Bledsoe. Hands it off to Blossy. Blossy, tough layup, doesn't fall. Ravens now trying to push in transition. Storm have defenders back, and that's going to be a travel. As Blossy now calling the shots as he brings it over half court, just trying to slow things down. Gives it in to Tompkins, one-on-one in the paint, spin move, reverse pass to Bledsoe. Bledsoe gets his own rebound, 2 missed shots on there, but what a beautiful pass from Tompkins. Ravens in transition, long 2, rims out, and that will be tipped out of bounds and go the way of the Storm. Nothing falling for the Ravens.
I mean, the Ravens, like I said before, kind of starting to get some stops here, but they got to capitalize. I mean, Summit's not going to keep missing shots all night. Andy Bledsoe is going to hit that layup 9 times out of 10. You have to go put points on the board right now. Now is the time if you want to stay in this game.
Yeah, Storm averaging 17.2 first half points. So I'll take the over on that one with Blossy. Ravens now had a guy open in the paint, unable to get him the ball. Finally do. Beautiful pass there, and just way too short on the floater was Whitmer. And that's just been the story of the night for the Ravens. You get a beautiful, well-designed play, draw the double in the paint, get an open floater, and just too short.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's getting to the point where they're not scoring, and it starts to become a mental thing. I mean, they're playing good offense at this point, and they're a very talented team. They're just not getting past that barrier of putting the ball in the basket. And it's something that they'll do eventually, but like I keep saying, I mean, they really got to start doing it soon before this game gets out of hand.
As Manfredi, top of the key, 5 seconds left, almost has it stolen, able to create some space, and everything is falling for Manfredi as that ends the first quarter. The Storm with 20 points to the Ravens 7. Finn, what's your take on the first quarter?
My take is Will Manfredi. I mean, just keep giving him the ball. When life gives you lemons, let Will Manfredi shoot a three. He's going to hit it. He's going to keep scoring for you. I mean, all these seniors are coming to play tonight, and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Manfredi, everything falling. Story of the first quarter as we'll catch you on the other end. To start the second quarter, Storm with possession. Blasi gets a screen from Manfredi, drives down that right side, and goes up high off the glass and in. Everything falling for the Storm. Ravens now trying to respond as Manfredi able to tip it, and Ravens able to maintain possession as shot clock still with 20 left, so plenty of time. Storm hedged that screen hard, and Tompkins able to pick it off over to Kettering. Kettering slows things down, cross-court pass Manfredi, driving inside out Tompkins. As Tompkins now drives inside, goes up, finds Blasi, and Blasi too strong on the floater. Ravens pushing in transition, Kettering steals it. Kettering one-on-one with the defender, goes up, too strong in the layup.
A couple mistakes there from Summit. Got to clean that up and just close this game out as early as you can.
As Muhlenberg backing down, Blasi dishes it out. As the pull-up jumper from the free throw line doesn't fall. The Ravens gone ice cold from the field. As Blasi now up top, Storm really just slowing things down. Over Manfredi, why not? He remains perfect.
It's not even a question at this point. I saw him catch the ball back there, and I said, there's 3 more points for Summit.
As I think Manfredi, as Muhlenberg drives inside, blocked by Blasi. Blasi pushes it way in transition. Manfredi, floater falls. Wow. Timeout, Ravens. Manfredi just lighting it up.
Here's a fun stat for you. Manfredi responsible for 17 of Summit's 27 points so far.
It's not like the Ravens have been playing bad defense so far. Manfredi has just been able to create for himself and create for his teammates. Storm up 20 in the second. The Ravens out of the timeout see what their coach has cooked up. As a Storm crowd chanting that they want one of their seniors. 3 for the Ravens, doesn't fall inside. Muhlenberg gets the basket to fall.
Big shot there from Muhlenberg. Get the ball through the net against something that this team really needed to see. And I expect that offensive production to go right back up. Like I was saying before, it's been a mental thing. And here's Manfredi. Oh, so close, rims out. And Green puts it right back up.
Feels like any shot that Manfredi puts up either goes in or creates something for his teammates.
I mean, he's reminding me of, what we would see from Pearson last year. Pearson Carmichael, of course, one of the best players this Summit team has ever seen, now playing at Boise State. And he would just get in these games and, make a few shots early, and from there it would be barbecue chicken. He would make every three, he'd be dunking on guys, finishing around the rim. That's what Will is doing right now. And it's something that kind of the whole season is built up to. I mean, he's been pretty much the most consistent player on offense for Summit all year, but right now he's doing it all. He's playing out of his mind.
I mean, realistically, most important 2 months for basketball players, February and March, and that's when you need a peak, and Manfredi is doing just that as Blasi brings it up, gives it to Scally down to Kettering. Ravens now settling into a bit of a zone. Storm trying to figure it out. Blasi over to Taylor with the floater, and Storm able to dissect that zone.
I mean, Ridgeview's starting to play a little bit better. They just had that and one from Lewinin, but I mean, Summit just has an answer for everything they're doing right now.
As Ravens now driving inside, spin move. Taylor all over that, forces the ball on the ground. And Taylor on the ground forces a jump ball. Wow, what an effort from Taylor.
That's what Abe Taylor does. He's got to be the biggest hustle guy on this team. Reminds me of a Draymond Green type of guy. He's going out there and doing the stuff that coaches love to see and players don't want to do.
Just a hustle play there. Put that one in your highlight reel. Coaches will love that. As the Ravens trying to dissect the Storm defense, losing it, going inside. Scally a little too aggressive. Mismatch inside, goes up, gets the basket as the shot clock expires. Storm in transition. Taylor drives down baseline, throws a pass up top. Blossy able to corral it. Now Grebe inside. Taylor double, dishes it out. Blossy for three, bricks it out.
Taylor showing the pass vision on that possession. Blossy unable able to connect, and here's a three for Ridgeview off the front iron. And that one's rebounded by Grebe, who will bring it up himself.
Yeah, strong rebound there from Grebe as Grebe dishes it out. Taylor left open for three, rims out as the Storm. Statistics will catch up to you from beyond the arc as Grebe gets a steal, 2-on-1 with Scally. Great defense there from number 13, Whitmer, able to commit the foul before the shot. That's a smart play.
Yeah, really smart play with the 1-on-2 there. Keep it on the ground, let the defense play another play, live another day.
So it feels like the Storm team now has come back to earth almost.
Yeah, I mean, important to note, Ravens successful on their last three possessions offensively. And Summit comes up dry again there.
So it'll be a turnover, go the way of the Ravens. Ball goes down, and not going to really be able to tell that much from there. As the Ravens now, Molenberg able to pass it inside, but they're going to call a push on Kettering before that. As if you watch inside the paint, Kettering just pushes the Ravens player out of bounds. Pretty clear call there, but Kettering, that will be his second. He remains in the game. So Ravens into Molenberg on Blossy. Molenberg gets Blossy in the air, goes up, gets the bucket. Very impressive from Molenberg. Ravens going to need a lot more of that to come back in this one. Blossy trying to get it to Manfredi. Finally does. Manfredi just face guarded. Over to Scally. Storm slowing things down into Blossy. Blossy high. Jumping high and getting the layup to fall.
Blossy's so composed around the rim. He'll get up there, and his body control is just incredible, able to finish through contact like that all the time. And there's a deep three from the Ravens. Now 5 for 5 in their past 5 possessions.
As Jackson Curtel with that bucket for the Ravens. Blossy now over to Scally. Back to Manfredi, who is just being face guarded every single point on the court. Hands it off. Blossy. Shot clock now under 12. Blossy with a move. Over to Grebe. Grebe drives inside. Pump fakes. Reverse layup. Falls. Razzle dazzle from Ryder Grebe.
It seems like right now, whoever has the ball in their hands on Summit's offense has the ability to just go and create a bucket. It's the type of thing that you'll wait 2, 3, 4 seasons, and it's so fun when it finally happens. And there's Grebe again with the and one.
Got a lot of replays to show you here. As first one, Blossy kind of trapped in the middle there, hands it over to Grebe. Grebe, pump fake, reverse layup, falls. And the most recent one, Molenberg trying to put the team on his back, unable to. And then in transition, Grebe, another little fake pass and gets the foul and the bucket. as Grebe converts. That's something, a part of his game that I think he's really improved, is the free throw shooting.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just nice to see. There was a lot of questions around the Summit team earlier in the season, especially on the offensive side of things. Three-point shooting, free throws, everything, honestly, turnovers. And they've just really turned it around. They showed a lot of grit, and they've come back from a lot of adversity so far this season.
Manfredi now drives inside, splits 2 defenders, layup too high there. As Ravens
How about that block?
have numbers in transition. Shot doesn't fall. Inside, Blasi picks up the foul. So that will send Ravens to the line.
Ravens refusing to back down on offense. Starting to see a lot of production, and they're attacking that rim too. It's not all from the outside. They're taking what the defense will give them, but they're also playing their game.
So I'll send Gavin Lurin to the line. And this first half has gone by incredibly fast with only 57.9 left. Just looked up at the clock and couldn't believe my eyes almost. As Lurin knocks down both. Blasi now face guarded and draws the foul. Ravens fans not too happy with that one. It's Blasi now to inbound for the Storm. Manfredi in the corner, just face guarded, gives it back up. Blasi calling the shots. 27 on the shot clock, no need to rush things. Blasi gets around his defender, pulls up, and rims out.
Yeah, good look there from Blasi. When he had the ball up top, I was like, he's probably going to shoot there. Surprised to see him miss that. So consistent from the mid-range. There's another and one.
Molenberg on the inside, just using his height and strength to drive inside.
I feel that energy from Summit just kind of went away once that lead hit 20. Ridgeview capitalizing, as I was begging them to do in that first quarter. They're definitely doing it now. They're doing exactly what they need to do to get back in this game.
As the free throw rims out for Molenberg, Ravens, able to get the rebound, pass on the ground. Molenberg diving for it, and he travels. Storm crowd able to get in his head with that one.
Summit now, opportunity to take the last shot here. I would if I were them. That lead's down to 13. Still a good lead, but I mean, it was commanding before.
As Manfredi drives inside, layup falls. 2-1, good if it goes. Off the front of the rim and out. First half dominated by Will Manfredi. Storm up 40-25. We welcome you in to the second half of IMC basketball action. Summit student section theme is business. The Storm taking care of business in the first half, up 15, scoring 40 points in the first half.
Yeah, just completely rolling on offense. Ravens started to slow them down at points, but through and through, it's been the Will Manfredi show. It's been the Rowan Blasi show. I mean, all these seniors, all these players have been showing up for this last game to secure that 1 seed, but still got a whole half of basketball to play here. And the Ravens are starting to find their footing a bit. So someone's got to, stump the middle of the floor, keep it full throttle, and close out this game.
So Storm will start with possession, can set the tone early here. As Grebe will inbound to Blasi. We're underway in the second half. Blasi now up top. Storm going back to that all-senior lineup. Manfredi thought about it over to Woodford. As Woodford makes his defender fall over to Grebe, and Grebe finishes the clip.
How about Woodford going in there? What a pass and what a move. Sends his guy all the way back to Redmond with that one. Ankle breaker for Woodford.
There's a step back three for the Ravens. Rims out. Blossy trying to get the rebound. That will go the way of the Storm. So we'll take another look. Number 4, Liam Woodford, just making his defender fall all the way back almost to half court. Wow.
And props to Grebe for finishing there.
Yeah, don't want to sell that clip.
Yep.
As Scally, a little hesitation on the 3, doesn't fall, and they're going to call that one on Blossy. A little too aggressive on the rebound as he was sandwiched between 2 Ravens defenders. That will be Blossy's 3rd. I feel like why not? Need a Ravens now up top, deep 3, rims out, rebounded by Grebe. As Woodford now up top, gives it over to Manfredi. Manfredi slowing things down, calling the shots. Tries to hand it off to Scally, unable to. We'll get a timeout here from the Storm coach Wells.
I'd like someone to just be patient, not try and rush things, you know, keep the aggression and everything, but you don't want to get into another situation where, you know, you're getting turnovers and you're letting Ridgeview score. Keep the game in your control.
Definitely, as the Ravens are scoreless so far in the second half. So we see student section with some remarks. Coming out of the timeout, Kettering to inbound for the Storm. Manfredi in the corner, gives it to Scally. Off the pick, Ravens defender falling. Scally elected not to take it. Kettering calling for the screen, dishes it out to Grebe. Grebe, shot clock winding down, deep 3 for Kettering, rims out. Ravens in transition now. In the corner, drives down. Mid-range jumper falls for the Ravens. Get on the scoreboard in the second half. Grebe now in transition, off to Woodford. Gives it back to Grebe. Thought about the 3, driving one-on-one, likes the matchup. Draws the double inside, gives it to Woodford, and Woodford and Kettering could not connect on the inside.
A little miscommunication there. Starting to show up a little bit for the Storm. But overall, offensive production still rolling, and 2 little ankle breakers so far in this second half.
So the Ravens trying to respond here. Almost loses the pass, able to corral it. Now drives inside, doubled by 2 Storm defenders, and gets it up top. Now with Mullenberg, excuse me. Mullenberg loses it. Kettering corrals the rebound over to Woodford. Woodford, Manfredi, no hesitation.
You betcha! Manfredi all night long.
Manfredi was dominant in the first half as Scally gets the turnover and gets fouled. Smart foul there, intentional or not, for Frost.
Great defense there, and you see how the Manfredi 3 just adds a little bit more energy. When the Summit team starts to get stagnant, they have a lot of guys that they can go make a big play, get a bucket, and get this game rolling again for them.
As Kettering to inbound for the Storm. Manfredi corrals it, drives down the inside, draws 2 defenders, pulls it back out. One-on-one now, cuts it back, drives inside, draws the double, almost loses it, corrals the rebound over to Tompkins. Tompkins gets it back from Manfredi over to Scally, into Manfredi, a beautifully drawn up play, and the basket falls.
And Summit just lulls the Ravens to sleep there, and great play there.
Yeah,
ball moving, Manfredi on the cut.
Pushes the lead to 20, so the Ravens cut that down to 18. Manfredi, it's been his game thus far. Over to Kettering, gets a screen from Scally. Ravens hedge that hard. Storm scrambling. Kettering now driving inside, splits the defenders, floater falls.
Big boy, tough bucket there. And Ravens starting to get pretty aggressive defensively, trying to cause turnovers. And I mean, it's a little sketchy for Summit right now, but overall they're doing a great job controlling the ball. And there's another block. It's been a block party all night.
For Tompkins, as he gets it from Manfredi in the corner, drives with his defender, looking for Manfredi. Manfredi just face guarded by the Ravens. Kettering now drives inside, out to Manfredi. Manfredi feeling it. Heat check there. As Ravens now pushing it in transition and then pulls it back out. Ravens drive inside. Tough layup falls for Drew Mullenberg.
Euro step on the finish. Got to keep getting those buckets and keep scoring quick like that. Starting to run out of time. Time is dwindling away. And here's Manfredi again. Won't go. Back iron that time.
2 shots from the same position. Same result for Manfredi. Ravens in transition. Tough layup doesn't fall. Tompkins not making anything easy on this Ravens team. Manfredi one-on-one. Loses his defender out to Scally. Slows it down. Scally in the corner. Trying to set the play up. Drives down the baseline, gets the foul and the bucket, showing off the hops.
How about it? Just another example of how when any of these players on the Summit team want to score, they're going to go score. They're going to go put the ball in the basket. Scally there extends the lead to 20, opportunity for 21, which would be their biggest lead of the night so far.
As Scally converts, pushes the lead to 21, largest lead of the night. As Ryder Grebe checks in for Kai Scally, we see Bledsoe back on the court for the Storm. As Bledsoe able to get some good minutes before the playoffs. As a 3 is up and nothing but net, but in the worst way possible. Grebe now brings it up for the Storm over to Kettering. Grebe gets the screen from Bledsoe, and that's going to be moving. Yeah, just a young player mistake there.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're up 21, stuff like that happens. Just small mental lapses. It's tough to focus on, especially, playoffs coming up in just a week here, but let that one slide for now, especially lead-wise, 21 points. Not bad so far for Summit.
As the Ravens trying to generate something on the offensive side of the ball, down 21. Mullenberg drives inside, has it stolen by Bledsoe, but they'll call a foul on that. Storm coach Joe Wells not happy with that, but he's picked up a tech in a lot of games before for conversations with the officials, you could say. Not worth getting one now.
Joe Mazzulla-esque.
The Ravens trying to inbound it and finally do. One-on-one against Manfredi, dishes it out. 3 is up, 3 is blocked by Bledsoe. Shot clock still over 20. Doesn't matter. Kettering with the steal. Has Manfredi. Doesn't use him. Goes up and gets the layup to fall. She said Brady Mullenberg down, limping a little bit.
Putting weight on it fine. Seems to be okay.
Yeah, him and this Storm crowd are not very big fans of each other. It's Ravens now bringing it up. Have been cold as of late. Mullenberg, cross-court pass, looks not to take the three, pulls it out. Inside, Mullenberg drives inside, pass tipped out and stolen. Bledsoe now pushing it up for the Storm, and we're gonna get a timeout from the Storm as Grebe hits the three, won't matter. Timeout from the Storm, up 54-31.
Yeah, I mean, this is a point in the game where you just got to keep playing your brand of ball, keep doing what you do, and I think that's something that this Storm team absolutely will do. Of course, Coach Joe Wells, new to the program this year, but has proved that he can really control this group of guys. He's willed them to a lot of victories and closed out a lot of victories with this team.
Yeah, Storm's really only kryptonite this season has been that Caldera team. And really, they've been in a lot of close games. Of course, that last one, 54-69, doesn't seem that close. I was there neck and neck till that fourth quarter, and then Caldera just went lights out, similar to what Manfredi did in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the first Caldera game really could have gone either way. I mean, there was a lot of stuff down the stretch that was just such small details, minute calls, minute plays, missed shots, missed free throws, layups, etc. That game really could have gone either way, and Caldera, props to them because they have really done a great job all season against Summit and other teams, winning those close games, willing themselves to victory. But I think throughout the season, Summit has proved that they're the one seed in the Intermountain Conference, and as long as they can stick out the rest of this game, they will earn that one seed.
As Lucas Falk checks in for the Storm. As Kettering trying to swing it around, lazy pass from Grebe. Ravens in transition, pull up three, doesn't fall. Kettering with the rebound. Kettering loses it, and they're going to call out of bounds there, go the way of the Storm. Of course, Falk injured earlier on in the season. Tough your senior year. Good to see him back. As Bledsoe, no hesitation, rims out. Manfredi trying to get the steal in transition, unable to. Ravens have numbers, get it stolen. Kettering, inside Grebe, too easy. Ravens in transition, pull up three, way short, rebounded by Bledsoe. Bledsoe through defenders. Tries to get it to Lucas Falk and does.
Falk on the assist there. Selfless ball there. And now just 3 seconds left. Shot clock, of course, dark, and that one will go. Mullenberg just before the buzzer.
As the Storm up 58 to the Ravens 33 going into the fourth. As to start the fourth quarter, Ravens will inbound. Ravens, I mean, if they want a chance in this, you're going to need to start lighting it up from beyond the arc right now.
Yeah, and I mean, all season, they've been in this situation before. It's really just been a tale of hot and cold, on and off all season. I mean, you see it. They're having some production there. That's 2 in a row for Muhlenberg. But just struggle with consistency all season, and something that's brought them to 10 and 14 at this point.
Yeah, consistency, I feel, the real key for the Ravens. As mid-range jumper doesn't fall for Grebe. Grebe trying to get his own rebound and does, and then loses it in transition. Ravens get it to Muhlenberg as he drives inside, has it blocked by Grebe, Storm fans wanted to travel. They're going to call a foul on Grebe.
To the line for Ridgeview is number 34, Brady Heinlein.
One for two there for Muhlenberg. And Summit now back on offense. And it's a quick bucket. That's on for Grebe.
Yeah, the Storm on offense. I mean, the Ravens just Storm making it look really easy as they settle into their defense now. One-on-one inside, elects not to take it. The Storm with two bigs out there with Grebe and Bledsoe. Grebe in the corner, elects not to take the three, drives inside, and we're going to get a foul on Grebe.
Foul on Summit, number 4, Ryder Grebe.
Flossie will come in for Grebe after the foul there.
I imagine, other than Bledsoe and experimenting with a few lineups, we'll see a lot of seniors check in for the Storm in the next few minutes as the Ravens turned it over. Storm six points away from pushing this one to 30. Flossie bringing it up. Ravens settling into their 3-2. 2-3 into Bledsoe. Bledsoe turns it over. Ravens now bringing it up. I think by the pace of play here from the Ravens conceded this game.
I'm sure, Summit likes this. Just let that time dwindle away. And there's Falk with the steal. Now transition. It's up and almost an alley-oop there. And Flossie rebound, can't quite finish.
As Kettering tried to get it up to Bledsoe and was unable to. Woodford with the steal. And yeah, moving forward for the Storm. So they'll have a home playoff game on the 8th. Bledsoe unable to slam it down, gets his rebound, doesn't get the putback. He's not happy with himself. In transition, Ravens one-on-one. It'll be a foul on Blossie.
Foul on Summit, number 5, Liam Woodford.
Sorry, they call that one on Woodford. That'll be his first. As free throw rims out. As Taylor checks into the game for Kettering. I imagine we'll see Falk for the rest of the game. And then Storm coach Joe Wells, good time to experiment with lineups before playoffs, kind of knock off the rust with a lot of players. As Blossie driving down, able to dribble through the press. Storm in no rush, shot clock just above 20. Taylor over to Bledsoe. Bledsoe drives in over to Falk, doesn't get it to fall, tries to get it own rebound, and that will be tipped out of bounds off the Storm. As we see number 20, Owen Hill, check in for the Storm. Just a sophomore, him and Bledsoe, the two sophomores on varsity. Owen Hill, very talented player. Really, I think the only thing he's lacking in from watching the JV games is just the height.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that's definitely, avoidable. That's not an X factor, I think, at all And we've seen plenty of Summit guys prove that throughout the years. And of course, guys, at other levels as well. Exciting player in the coming years to come for Summit fans.
Yeah, and only a sophomore, so see him dish the ball to Taylor there. Taylor into Falk. Storm really trying to get him a bucket. Turnaround jumper, falls. And that will ignite this Storm crowd. Lucas Falk picking up a bucket. Ravens trying to respond, unable to. That'll be a foul on Bledsoe.
And how about the shot from Lucas Falk there? Turnaround J, made it look easy. And it'll be Muhlenberg at the line for Ridgeview. Definitely been the most commanding offensively out of anyone on the team, but struggling from the line tonight.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. Brady Muhlenberg really struggling from the charity stripe tonight.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of symptomatic of the game. It's really been a mental battle for Ridgeview, and it's just been a lot of trouble putting that ball in the basket, even with the easiest of looks.
Goes 1 for 2 again. That's the advantage of playing at home if you're the Storm. As Taylor drives inside, out, Woodford, 3, cash. Woodford with the 3, Bledsoe with the block. Ravens trying to respond and do.
Bledsoe, height-wise, you'd think you'd want him in the paint on defense, but as a perimeter defender, he's so potent because he'll pretty much get 1 or 2 of those outside blocks a game.
As you see, Woodford now inside Bledsoe. Bledsoe one-on-one, out. Hill for 3, off. Owen Hill, seen him make that consistently in JV. Unable to there as the Ravens respond with a 3 of their own. Great experience if you're Owen Hill here, getting some varsity minutes in a game where the Ravens still have their starters and have their top lineup in. As Falk pressured, able to get it, Bledsoe. Bledsoe over Hill, steps in, dishes it out. Falk for 3, off the side of the rim and out. Rebound Taylor, loses it and gets fouled. That would have taken the roof off this place if Falk would have hit that.
Yeah, Summit really taking their time, getting good looks, and holding on to the ball. They've done a great job in this game, minimizing turnovers. It's been a goal all year for them. And it's been really impressive how they've taken care of the ball and just really not given the Ravens any hope in the second half.
As up top, jump ball doesn't go the way of Bledsoe. In transition are the Ravens. And just some sloppy play there from the Storm as the Ravens will go to the line. That foul will be on Owen Hill as we'll get in the stat book. As first one rims out. See Storm coach Joe Wells thinking about the decision of who to put in here, whether he listens to the crowd or not.
Decisions. Always fun to get some of the younger guys and some of the seniors in the game, especially, senior night, of course. Want to give the seniors all the playing time possible.
As we'll see 2 of the younger players on the Storm check in. Storm coach Joe Wells giving into the crowd's wants there. As from the line, Ravens able to convert on the first. As we'll see Bledsoe and Woodford check out. As the 2 seniors check out there. As a very young lineup now for the Storm. All underclassmen, as we'll get a glimpse of what the future of Storm basketball will look like here. Bledsoe dribbling around in the corner. Taylor up top, inside, backing down, goes up, gets it blocked, gets his own rebound, goes up, gets the shot to fall. Crowd loves that one.
Love to see the young guys go in and eat.
As inside, picks up the foul, send.
That was on Stanley after the bucket. It'll be Lunin at the line. Looking to cut that lead to 20. 2 minutes left now.
This first one rims in. I think that's the first roll we've seen for the Ravens go their way, down 46 to 67. As Owen Hill brings it up, dishes it out. Taylor back up Hill. Hill and Taylor run a little two-man game. Bledsoe set the screen. Taylor inside, backing down again, go to it. Hook shot won't fall. Ravens now in transition. Quick three, drains it. As Hill now going back to Bledsoe into Taylor. Taylor on the baseline. Great pass. And they'll be out of bounds and go the way of the Ravens. I imagine if this was a closer game, that would be a lot more contested of a call, but doesn't really matter in this one. So Ravens now. Ravens step back three, falls. Very impressive from the Ravens.
Ravens comeback, not quite, but not quite enough time, but offensive production looking better here. And now Bledsoe has it up top. Taylor in the corner, content to run that shot clock down. Here's Bledsoe. He finishes through contact.
Andy Bledsoe able to go up and just have those strong hands and get the ball above the rim. Another corner three, doesn't fall. Taylor lets it go out of bounds into the band. As 17.9 in the game. Storm will host a playoff game on March 8th, most likely, probably around midday. As we'll catch you then. Storm with a dominating performance tonight, really led by Will Manfredi. Finn, what's your take on tonight's game?
I mean, Summit, they had a mission. The student section is wearing business attire. And like you said before, Summit took care of business, secured that 1 seed going into the playoffs. And it's time to just put their feet down, put their best foot forward, and go try and make another deep run and defend that championship.
As that will do it for tonight, the Storm with a resounding win over the Ravens 69-53. I'm Pierce Gordon. With me was Finley Gober. On camera was Lily Siglo. As we see the celebrations on the court. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Ryder Grebe up next. Will Manfredi. As next up is Rowan Blossy. Kai Scally up next. Next up is Lucas Falk. That will round out the senior class.